2000. Tarantino used over 2,000 cars to depict LA in the late 60s. Cars are arguably one of the most effective ways to establish the decade a story is set in. But how do you go about getting 2,000 cars that are over 60 years old? Well, it turns out there are a few different methods. First, well, you can ask someone who owns one. Enthusiasts who have spent years restoring and preserving vintage cars are often excited to collaborate with filmmakers. These collectors typically lend their vehicles for a fee or for the unique opportunity to drive their cars on the big screen. Like, who doesn't want a reason to drive the cars for once? But most private collectors don't collect boring everyday cars, and you can't really depict LA traffic with only sports cars. So filmmakers work with specialized rental companies that maintain fleets of vintage vehicles. These companies are often staffed with mechanics and restoration experts who ensure the vehicles look and function as they did in their heyday. Productions may rent entire fleets from these companies, allowing them to create realistic street scenes or parking lots filled with period-accurate cars. When budget or availability is an issue, filmmakers turn to replicas or modified modern vehicles. Skilled prop makers can create fiberglass shells or retrofit new models to look like vintage classics. These vehicles are especially useful for action sequences where cars might get damaged, as they are cheaper and easier to replace than authentic antiques. And of course CGI. For large crowd scenes you can easily put in a 3D rendered car in the distance or sometimes even close up. If it just needs to be stationary in the background, it's pretty easy to add a car and make it look good. Chances are the scene already needs a background change or a touch-up, and if your VFX budget is large enough, they can bring out the Blackbird. It's basically a lot of tracking points on wheels that can be adjusted to fit any wheelbase. Then in post you slap on a 3D model. But it's hard to make it look perfect, so when the protagonist or main character uses a car, filmmakers almost always need the real thing, and several identical ones. For example, in Green Book, the Cadillac DeVille featured prominently as the hero car was actually represented by 3 different vehicles, and each one served a distinct purpose. One car was used for pristine beauty shots, showcasing the outside. Another was modified for interior filming, where the setup allowed cameras and crew to capture close-up shots of the actors. The third was a workhorse, used for action sequences, driving scenes and any shots that might put wear and tear on the car. You can see on the pictures how the rigging has made the roof buckle. When filming a Hollywood movie, you don't just need a camera on the car. You need lights, you need mics, you need flags, and you need all the grips to hold these in place. And that weighs a lot. If you're doing stunts with the car or driving it a lot, you might probably want to replace the engine, brakes and gearbox. The Karmann Ghia you see in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has a Subaru Flat 4. Mostly because they didn't know if Brad Pitt could drive a manual. He could, but I still think it helped in some of the stunts to have a, well, I can't say reliable, but at least more reliable engine. Unfortunately, some of these real cars meet a tragic end. For example, in The Wolf of Wall Street, a real Lamborghini Countach was wrecked. But to be fair, it did almost triple the price. When we're on the topic of movie cars, there's a thing you might not have seen before, but will annoyingly notice from now on. They don't have headrests. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to suffer with the rest of us. They do this so that you can see the actors better in the back seat, but it stands out like a sore thumb when you know about it. So that's a curse you'll have to live with. If you want to come and give me hate or love, I'm streaming on Twitch semi-often. It's in the description. And if you find yourself watching a few of my videos, please consider subscribing.